Thank you very much to accept this interview here. So it's my pleasure to have you here. I always like to make my guests to be more comfortable by asking them to introduce themselves. Who
Okay.
am I talking to?
All right. You mean who you're talking to? That's you're talking to Kenuba. That's how a lot of people know me. But I'm actually the CEO of Kenuba Link and Entertainment, and it's a parent body that covers Afro Dancehall events Copenhagen, and Afro Distortion Copenhagen, and Afro Connect, also with Urban Latin events Copenhagen. So those four it's put together under Kenuba Link and Entertainment. So actually I'm originally from Nigeria, grew up in England, and I moved down to Copenhagen, and also between Copenhagen and Malmö, that's like Sweden and Denmark. So I live in Sweden, I work in Copenhagen. So most of my events and other things I've done in Copenhagen, which is like a very interesting city for events. So here I am, I'm still here, still doing what I get to do, doing Afrobeat events, doing dancehall, doing old school hip hop and all that kind of thing, just to let the African people have a base where they can also go and party. Because as you know that in north of Europe here, it's very difficult. You can get an African bar or African clubs, or even the clubs are not really giving us a platform to actually do our own events and all that kind of thing. They're so tied up with these hip hop and R&B, with pop music, electronic, and all that kind of thing, which is okay. It's okay, but then we can also find a balance whereby we can also incorporate our own events into the so-called elites. So I'm finding our base until we get our own club, which is something I'm actually looking up to.
Okay, we're going to decompress all the information you just gave me.
Okay.
We start with the distortion. I had a chance to attend for the first time this distortion. Can you try to explain for those who don't know what exactly is distortion and what you do in that on those events?
Obviously, distortion has been a Danish thing way back a decade now. So, but just the missing puzzle there is just they're not engaging the African community. So when we noticed that, it was like we started with Master Fatman, rest in peace, he's dead right now. He started Sort Distortion, which directly translated as Black Distortion. That's I think in 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. That's when we started, and with the help of, I think, Anas, Treze, Storms, Francis, all of them, Lars, Felicia, and Amy. Then I got introduced to it as well, as it's a whole team that we came up with Sort Distortion, and we started making it to be like a success. But till Master Fatman died, which is like I think 3-4 years ago as well, a year after or 2 years after, if I'm not mistaken. But then they Sort Distortion, which is only done during distortion. You know, the distortion is like a street party, like kind of a mini festival, which runs for 4 days. I think it starts Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and hence Saturday. So and with the Sort Distortion, we couldn't find a bearing, so everyone was like dispersed. Everyone don't know what they're doing. But we did one more event after Master Fatman's death, and whereby we have our own center stage with our African artists, African DJs, you know, things like that. So they were like a host of others. So it was a success though, because like then the following year after that, we couldn't find. It was difficult for the team to keep to do things together, and we didn't know what was going on, if there was even going to be Soul Distortion. Then I came up with my Afro Distortion, whereby I signed up myself. We started doing similar with group of other teams, Felicia, Camila, and few others that actually supported me in actually achieving the dream, and it came out to be a success. But the last one we did, the last one we just did was the Afro. We did a pre-party, Afro Distortion pre-party, which was a sellout. We sold out tickets in Avon nightclub. We now did the street party. Then we did the after party, which was mental. So I think it's just to encourage the African people, the African artists, the African DJs. It's just bringing the whole Afro community together to have a platform in distortion, so that we are not left behind.
Right.
So that's why you can see the number of people that turned up, which is I'm very grateful to those people who showed up, and could use this platform to shout out to them and thank you very much. And next year we'll do a bigger one, because we had a couple of challenges. The challenges we do have is the venues for nightclubs, then venues for club parties, venues for the after parties, because obviously there was like over 600 people waiting on the line, and there's already 100 people in a capacity of 300, so everyone couldn't get in. So I think next year is going to be a very different case, so which I'm actually looking into.
Okay. So far, after the last event, so what do you see? I mean, how do you describe it? Do you see like the Afros being left out, or they're being integrated?
Oh well, after the last discussion, trust me, we're coming on full option. We're taking over right now. It's not like we're taking over the whole thing, but then we're showing the elites that we are here, and you better recognize, else there's a lot of things to give out, because like obviously, as you can see, the likes of Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido, Tiwa Savage, which I'm actually bringing next month, July the 9th.
We're going to talk about it once you
so Afro music, Afro beats, we're going global right now, and we ain't stopping at any time soon.
Yeah, that's exactly the question I would like to bring on about Afro beats.
Yeah.
You're a promoter. You just describe about how is this kind of music in Europe or Scandinavia in particular. Are they receptive? People, they love it. Not talk about Africans, talk about the Danish or the Scandinavian in general.
Well, to be honest, Afrobeat, Afro music, there a lot of like the Danes love it, but they're just underrepresented. So it's like they're not shining enough light to the looks of Afrobeat, especially. But now people are just started to recognize it. The beat is awesome, and come to now bring into Afro Amapiano, bringing it, coming into it again. It's so crazy right now, because you can hear Afrobeat anywhere you are. You have to move, you have to dance to it. You just have to feel it. So that's the power of Afrobeat, and I think it's gonna be around for a while, if not forever.
That's very interesting. That's very good. Let's talk about the business concept. You're a businessman. Where this drive came from? How do you came up and said, okay, I have to be a businessman, so to be a promoter?
Okay, the drive.
Yeah.
That came out for a very long time. I'll tell you what, you know, when I was in England, in London, I was doing these petty promoting thing. I was a kind of a promoter, a club promoter. We stay on the street of Oxford Street, Piccadilly Circus, Leicester Square. We're giving out bills, like handbills and flyers. Say you have to go to this club. We've got at the back of it, we got our signature and our code. Each time you go, you take it to the club, we get commission. So that was how we were doing our whole thing, shouting out to all those clubs. I was actually doing Afro beat, dancehall. Back then there was like Raga as well. There was Bashment, and there was like grill, like the British grill and all that kind of thing. So when I moved to Copenhagen, I was like, I scouted out all the bars and the cafes and the clubs. No Afrobeat, wow. No dancehall. There was reggae, kind of like on a Sunday thing that I'd forgotten what they were calling it, rub it up, and the very tiny portion of Afrobeat was coming from these like the people putting teaming up together, doing it in a locale, like a hall, like you know the hall it's like an underground thing.
Right.
So I went from clubs to club to ask if I can introduce this Afrobeat or whatever and dancehall kind of vibes. Most of the clubs are saying no. And the funnest thing, like if we group of Africans go to a club, they handpick. They was like, okay, they cherry pick. They was like, oh, you can come in. The rest can't.
Wow.
So this was a crazy challenge for me and for others, and as I was like, the only club that actually gave a kind of like a 50 to 60% approval was Club Rust in Norbro. They just like, okay, we can give you a chance. They gave us the basement in the Rust, in Rust in the. So we started by doing we formed a group of team together. I was actually working with with a guy called Cookie, who I don't know where he is right now, but he's from France. So at the end of the day, we started the whole connection thing started growing. When he left, came a guy called G Saleh, who I think he runs Afro beat vibration or something. Then we teamed up. Then we started doing Afrobeat, dancehall, and it's ever since then. That was way back in 2017 or so, or 16, I think. Then it became skyrocket, but then it was not over a high tempo back then, but it started becoming a high tempo in 2018. In the looks of Burna Boy, Wizkid, when they started getting well known. So we were like promoting for Rust on a weekend basis. Then we were also having our parties outside Rust as well, like in a cafe area or in an event space and all that. But today, as of 2 years ago, or last year or 2 years ago, yeah, then I chose to stand alone, and he has his own thing, I have my own thing. We're doing well, I'm doing well, he's doing well, so at least with the effort like that, where we can actually grow the fans, the music itself, and also push on the recognition to not only Africa, but now you can see that even the Danes, they're so in love with Afrobeat. When Burna Boy came here, it was crazy.
Before you talk about Burna Boy when he came to Denmark, but besides you how to call it, promote the parties, as well as concert, or what exactly you do?
We do regularly. We do parties, like events. We do cultural events. We do club events. We do food events, and also dance, like workshops and all that kind of thing. So we also do activities like during summer like this. We do rooftop. We do a mini festival in the park, and kind of like also a street kind of party. And on rare cases, because when you do concert, then you're actually you're bringing an Afrobeat artist, like an international kind of thing. Like, for example, I got what's it called, Stylo G from Jamaica. But he lives in London. Then after that, I've supported, because I also team up with other people we call for collaborations.
Yeah, that was a question for the thing. How
Yeah.
you do it?
Yeah.
For the companies that you're working together. Or?
Yeah, sometimes I collaborate with other promoters, with other clubs to do events and to do concerts. You understand? So it's like with Diamond Platinum 3 years ago or 2 years ago. That's, I think, 2019. That I and G we brought Diamond Platinum here to Copenhagen.
Right.
Then even now, I'm bringing Tiwa Savage in July the 9th. I'm also bringing what's it called, Harmonize from Tanzania on the 30th of July. So it's like, again, I'm also teaming up with Good Times to do the Blowout Festival on the 16th of July. So where LAX is coming, Loja is coming, and there's a lot of DJs and stands that's going to be playing. So it's like, it's kind of a mini festival thing. So this is just who I am. So it's just like, I'm always open up for collaborations, and I also have my own thing, because it's like, so it's like that's just who I am. So I do the best just to promote Afrobeat.
Right.
Also, so it's like I'm not only streamlined to Afrobeat. I do dancehall as well. I do Afro. I do hip hop and R&B, but the 90s, then early 20s. So it's just like a new school thing. We're just on to old school. So it's like, it's just to get people back to the to take you down the memory lane and bring you back again here. You understand? So.
Right. So how is the reception of the Afro community in Denmark and Scandinavia? Do they show up when you?
Okay. Right now we're still facing challenges though. People are turning up, to be honest. How the reception was in 2019, or 2018, 2016. Right now is even triple or it's triple than how it was received right now.
Is
so
it
it's like
people are being aware.
They are being aware, because back in the days, even till now, we are still on the exposed. Like, we're not really exposed, so underrepresented. So it's like, it's really, really, really. I hope many media platform like you guys, and others can actually put it out there so that people can recognize the power of Afrobeat. So I'm doing my best. Others should also do their own best as well. So I know you will face critics, you will face a lot of like haters, but that doesn't move me at all. You get me? It's just like, that's
one of the things also you said that you've got a challenge when it comes to venues and all the things. How are you maintaining your business? How can you manage to get all these venues in order to have the party going on over there?
With me, I don't know how people say. Maybe some people will say hustler, but I work hard, very hard to link every venue owners and get the best deal like I can ever get. Though, no matter what you do in this business, the venue owner still wins. Even on a bad day, they win. Because you have to dance to their own decision, to their own policy, and to what they want. You understand? But I really, really love it that there are very few venues that are actually giving us the opportunity to be able to do our shows and events, which is in the likes of H15, have a nightclub, like the Danish would say Hell nightclub in Frederiksberg, which is where I always, it's my consistent venue right now that I use for my Afrobeat and old school hip hop. So then we just hope that other venue owners will be able to accept the Afro community, the music which they listen and enjoy too, and be able to actually give us a kind of a little opportunity to be able to throw our parties. So there are people, there are upcoming promoters and hosts like me who are also facing that challenges. We just need to work together and stop these 8. If we can find a common ground whereby we all can put our heads together and actually own a club for our own self, that would be so great. Look at what is happening in England. Majority of the clubs are owned by Nigerians and Ghanaians and all that kind of African countries. This is why Afrobeat is the bomb over there. Go to England, Ireland, Amsterdam, Italy, Spain, wherever, even in the States, in the US. But it's just gradually, I know we'll get there. So, which is the ultimate anyway. So,
right. Actually, we are almost at the end of our interview.
Okay.
So I don't want to take much of your time. You're a businessman. You're always busy doing your own things. But what I would like to know is, very soon you're bringing more musicians, right?
Yes.
How is it? Who are you bringing, and how it is working with all these musicians, DJs when you bring them here? How it is?
Right now, with the DJs, we got a lot of DJs actually doing their best to represent the Afrobeat, and if you check it properly, even the Danish DJs are actually playing Afrobeat right now. Even the Arabic as well, they're actually playing Afrobeat, which is, it's like very toxic. You can't do without it. So it's just a pity that we don't have a lot of female DJs. We don't have a lot of female artists, upcoming artists that should be representing Afrobeat. I'm shouting out to Felicia. She's really trying in terms of dance and in terms of Afrobeat songs. She's a dancer and also an artist, a singer. Then I also shouting out to others, to few others who are really keeping it real in the Afrobeat community. But then we need, even till today, we need more Nigerian DJs. We need more Ghanaian DJs. These are the home of Afrobeat.
But why are not showing up? Where are they?
I don't know if it's the harshness of the country that is actually pushing them backward from actually doing it, or if they are not confident of themselves. This is the time for them to know that Afrobeat is one of the top genre, though they've not actually officially call it a genre. They just call it alternate music or whatever. So but this is the time for them to wake up. I need people to wake up, like the DJs, the artists, the dancers. United Lions, you're doing a great job. And why can't we have another kind of United Lions? There should be competition in this kind of thing, and that makes it very, very interesting in the community.
Perhaps it's not because people are not aware that there is a way where they can be able to find the work. For example, being a DJ, people kind of face like.
Yeah, I know that. I think there are DJs somewhere, but it's just like they don't want to come out. They don't want to come out there. Okay. And the ones that are even representing right now, they're actually fighting together. They're like fighting against each other. Sorry, and like saying this and that, hating. Things. First, we have to take away that hate. We have to take away that enviness. We have to take away that jealousy. We have to take away that am I up for it? So bring out the positive spirit. This is why the elites are actually making it. The how will I even put it? When it comes to the other kind of music. Everyone is just don't care about what's going on. They just want to embrace anyone who does it better. So far you're talented, you're talented. So you understand. So some people are even hating for how people like you, not even personal. Things like that. So it's crazy. So I know very soon we're gonna like get these together. But coming back now to the person I'm bringing.
Right.
I'm bringing Tiwa Savage, the #1 Afrobeat queen, #1 bad girl, straight from Nigeria. You know her. It's coming on Saturday, the July the 9th, to Volume in Copenhagen. Volume is just down in Vesterbro. Henhavn Vej, number 80. No one can miss it. We're starting from 9 o'clock in the evening to 5 o'clock in the morning. Then for the next, that's July the 9th. Then July the 16th, I'm teaming up with Good Times events to do Blowout, whereby LAX from Nigeria is coming, Loja is coming, and Major League DJs is coming as well. Then with couple of like DJs some that I actually introduced, some that they are putting up together a kind of one-day festival with food trucks. There will be food, African food and everything. It's in Rapsalon. It's Stage Box in Rapsalon. You can't miss that, trust me. Then the last one the guy I'm actually bringing is from Tanzania, straight from Tanzania. Kondo Boy is Harmonize. He won 3 awards in Tanzania, making him this year the best right now in Afro music. Tanzania, Harmonize, and he will be here in St. Hans Garden, just in Norbro here. In Norbro, and he will be there on the 30th of July, Saturday the 30th of July, and it's starting from 8 o'clock to 12 midnight. Then we're taking the after party somewhere else, which I'm not gonna say now.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise, but if you follow me, you will know. And if you turn up for the concert, you will definitely know, because we're giving more preference to the people who came to the concert first. Then from 12 to 5, we have the after party. Live concert from 8 o'clock to midnight. So right now, those are the 3 that I'm actually at a big event I'm actually involved in. Then the rest will follow up.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, before we close up, I would like to just, if there is any musician right there or DJ, will have to be in contact with you for any event that you like to promote, or where they can find you, where they can get all of you.
Obviously, they will always follow me. You can catch me on Kenuba, Link, and Entertainment on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Snapchat. So I'm everywhere. Or you can just go to Afro Dancehall event Copenhagen. So is also the smaller body of my which I'm also involved in. Then, but the main website, my website will be out soon, is www.kenubalink.com. It will be out very soon, so I think in a week or so. So that's how you can find me.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.